So good afternoon, children. So today we'll study about the nucleus in the cell. So I'm going to share my presentation. Here is my presentation. So what's the shape of the nucleus? Nucleus is in front of you.
An oval shape.
It is oval shell or sometime it is spherical in shape, oval spherical. All right. So now can you tell me where is the location of nucleus in a cell?
Mostly in the center of the cell.
Mostly in the center of the cell. Why mostly?
Because in plant cells, it is located on either left or right side.
Exactly. In the plant cell, it lies towards the periphery. What is the reason in mature plant cell nucleus lies towards periphery?
And because in plant cells, in the middle there are big vacuoles.
Yeah, in plant cell, about 60 to 70% of the total plant cell is occupied by big vacuole. So the nucleus is pushed towards the periphery. Okay, so now this is the structure of the nucleus, and nucleus is bounded by two layers of nuclear membrane. And you know the nature of this nuclear membrane is exactly like the plasma membrane, that is made up of lipid and protein. All right. So here in the nuclear membrane, you can see some holes. Can you tell me what is the name of these holes which is present on the nucleus?
Pores.
Nuclear pore. This is called nuclear pore. So nucleus has nuclear pore. Why? So what is the nature of this nuclear pore? Any substance from the nucleus, if it wants to go out, it will go through this nuclear pore. Okay, nuclear pore. Now, whatever thing which is present inside the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. So nucleoplasm, what you can see inside the nucleoplasm? Tell me your opinion. What all things are there inside the nucleus?
Chromosomes.
Yeah, exactly. Thread-like structure is present, and you know this one dense structure is also present. So this dense structure is called nucleolus. Okay, this dense structure is called nucleolus, and some thread kind of structure is present, and that thread kind of structure is called chromatin material. Okay, this is about nucleus. Nucleus is spherical or oval in shape, and that lies in the central position in most of the cell. Especially in animal cell, it is present in the center. But in mature plants, it is shifted towards periphery because in plant cell, most of the area is captured by big vacuole. Parts of the nucleus. Nucleus is bounded by two-layer nuclear membrane, and inside the nuclear membrane, many holes are present, which is called nuclear pore. And through this nuclear pore, the substances can go from the nucleus from outside. Okay. Inner side of the nuclear membrane, whatever things are present, that is called nucleoplasm. So it is granular, dense fluid present inside the nucleus. So what is present here? Thread-like structure, which is called nucleolus, and chromatin material. Now, what is chromatin material? Some thread-like structure. Can you see thread-like structure? These thread-like, many thread I can see here. So these thread-like structure are called chromatin material. Now, I'm going to the next part, that is chromosome. Okay, do you think that is there any relationship between chromatin material and chromosome?
Yes.
What's the relationship? What's the relationship?
Anything related to DNA?
Actually, the chromatin material and chromosome are exactly same thing. Only the difference is that chromatin material during cell division, it condenses, becomes shorter and thicker. Then they are called chromosome. So the chromatin material during cell division condenses and becomes chromosome. So chromatin material and chromosomes are same thing. Difference is that during cell division it is called chromosome because during the cell division it condenses, and the study of chromosome during that time is more convenient because it is easily visible. Now, can you tell me what is the number of chromosome in human being?
46.
46 chromosome. Okay, can you Google and tell me what is the number of chromosome in chimpanzee? Because chimpanzee looks very much like us.
Ma'am, I know already.
What's the?
Ma'am, 90.
48.
Did you Google?
Yeah.
Google and tell me what's the chromosome in
48.
48.
48, correct? Now, can you Google and tell me what is the chromosome in mango? Mango is a plant. In that mango plant, what is the number of chromosomes?
40. 40.
40. Okay, 40 chromosome. So in this way, you know that the number of chromosome, it is the identity of that particular species. Man will have, human being will have only 46 chromosome. Okay, if any person will have 45 or 47, then what is that? I have 40. If a person will have 47 or 45 chromosome, then what is that?
Ma'am, that is
Abnormality. That is abnormal. First of all, that's not possible. If it is possible in any organism, that's an abnormality. That's a big blunder, biggest mistake. Okay, so those person will have some of the.
Here. Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, like humans have 46 chromosomes. Ma'am, then like a female with a child in her womb, they will have more chromosomes. Am I right?
No, ma'am, it is 46.
Okay, just a minute here. All right. So now the question. Wait for a minute. Here I understood the Pranav. What is the confusion going on in your mind? You might be thinking that from your head to toe, total 46 chromosomes are present. You might be thinking that. Oh, I assume that you are thinking like that. Actually, I have millions of cells. That cell are present in my head, my cheek, my hand, my stomach, my hands, my legs, everywhere I have a lot of cells, and every cell has a nucleus, and in every nucleus 46 chromosome, in every nucleus 46 either that is the nucleus of the leg, nucleus of the hand, nucleus of the chest, nucleus of the head. Every cell's nucleus has 46 chromosome.
Ma'am,
yes.
but ma'am, some specialized cells called gametes, ma'am, there are only 23 chromosomes.
Exactly. I am, yes, except the sperm and ovum, all the cells in the body has the nucleus, and that nucleus has 46 chromosomes except the sperm and ovum. Now, Pranav, I'm coming to that point that you are talking about a pregnant lady. She will be carrying a baby in her uterus, isn't it? So that baby will have the cell, and because it is an embryo, it's a developing baby, so that embryo will also have a nucleus, many cell, and many nucleus, and those nucleus will also contain 46 chromosome. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
so although, ma'am, there will be 92 chromosomes at that time.
What 92?
Ma'am, ma'am, a child receives 23 from father and 23 from mother, ma'am. So totally.
Yeah, 23 plus 23 is equal to how much? 46, na? 46 chromosome. So a baby has also 46 chromosomes. All human being has the 46 chromosome in its nucleus. Okay, so there are some student who thinks that the 46 chromosome, where exactly? Our every cell, you take the cell from any part of your body. You take the cell from your hand, from your cheek, from your nose, from your toe. From any part of your cell you take out, you will get the 46 chromosome in each cell. Correct? So the 46 chromosome is the identity of the human being, that we have 46 chromosome. And the study of chromosome is very much easy during the cell division, because that's the time when chromatin material condenses, become shorter and thicker. Okay, now what is the chemical nature of the chromosome? What is the chemical nature? What is that? Lipid, it is protein, it is what? This is the chromosome, and chromosome is
Ma'am, it is like made up of DNA mainly, ma'am, which is deoxyribonucleic acid, and ma'am,
Yeah,
like it has calcium and
exactly,
protein.
exactly. Chromosome is made up of a chemical, and the name of that chemical is DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. Chromosome is made up of two things. One is DNA. DNA, you know that the DNA, that from here, from top to bottom, it is made up of DNA. Now, how DNA looks like? DNA is something spiral shaped, okay, two ribbons running parallel to each other and crisscrossing each other in certain point. So this is the structure of DNA. It's very interesting structure. And
Ma'am, so now
for the discovery of this structure, there were two scientists, Watson and Crick. They got Nobel Prize. Oh, you have discovered unique structure of DNA. So we are going to provide you the Nobel Prize. All right. So DNA. So chromosome from top to bottom is made up of DNA. So where is that protein? Protein is present inside, inner side. Okay. So it makes a groove. And now I am going to show you more protein. Oh, somewhere I forgot. So chromosomes are made up of DNA, and in between proteins are present. Protein molecules are like that globular molecule that is present in the inner side of the DNA. Okay, so
Amino acids,
chromosome is
right,
made
ma'am?
up of DNA and protein. Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, the protein molecules are called amino acids, right, ma'am?
Protein molecule, you just tell the protein here, protein only. Okay, amino
Ma'am,
acid
Pranav
is the
here.
monomer of protein, okay, monomer of protein, but here it is protein. Yes, Pranav?
Ma'am, Pranav here. Ma'am,
Yes.
so now, so ma'am, you said that chromosomes are made of DNA. So ma'am, we can identify like a child by its DNA, whether he is having DNA of his dad or not.
Exiting. Any doubt here?
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Chromosome is made up of DNA and protein. Full form of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. So the DNA of the chromosome which is there in our body, we got it from 50-50 from mother and father. Okay, 50% mother has given, 50% father has given. That's why you know that we have lot of similarity between the father and mother, but we are not the exact copy of them. Okay, now another new term has come, gene. First of all, we came to know chromosome from top to bottom. It is made up of DNA. Now, what is this gene? Gene is actually small part of that DNA. You know, this is the beautiful structure of DNA. And what is gene? Gene is a small part of that DNA. So suppose it is gene A. This is gene B. Another part gene C, D, E, F, G, H. Like one DNA can have thousands gene. One DNA is a big molecule. One DNA can have thousands gene. Okay, one DNA can have thousands genes. Correct. One DNA can have thousands genes. All right. So,
Ma'am, like that is why people tell that if we expand our DNA, ma'am, if we like stretch it, ma'am, it will be like 2 meters.
yeah, it's too much, and 1000 gene. Now, small part of the DNA is called the gene. What is actually gene? Gene is a small part of DNA which can control a reaction in our cells. A lot of cell reaction happens. Cell is doing a lot of reaction. A small part of DNA which can control, say, specific traits. Specific trait means one of the trait that can control. There are many cellular reaction is happening in our body which determines the trait, which determine the character. For the respiration, for the nutrition, for your growth, for your intelligence, for your appearance, so many reactions are happening. And for those reactions, genes are responsible. How? Because genes are making a special kind of protein which is controlling the reaction, and those protein are called enzyme. So how gene is controlling the trait of our body? Because they are making a protein. Genes, the DNA, part of DNA is making a protein which controls the reaction of the body. Now let us see that the function of nucleus. Nucleus has a great role in the cell reproduction. Cell reproduction means one cell is dividing and making two cells. Then the first of all, it will start with the nucleus. Nucleus will divide and will form two nuclei, and then the cytoplasm will divide. Nucleus has all the information for the metabolic activities of the cell. Inside the cell, what kind of cellular reaction will happen, what endoplasmic reticulum will do, what mitochondria will do, what ribosome will do. These all chemical reactions are controlled by the DNA present in the nucleus. And not only that, it is concerned with the transmission of hereditary trait from the parents to offspring. So we got something, we got the parental trait in the form of nucleus, okay, because of DNA is present in the nucleus. So parent has given us something, and that is the nucleus. Their nucleus, which has their DNA, their chromosome, and in this way hereditary information is transmitted from our parents to us. Now, what is the name of this cell? Can you identify and tell me? What is this?
Ma'am, it's a prokaryote cell.
It's a prokaryote. So how did you identify?
Ma'am, because it doesn't have a well-defined nucleus.
No, it doesn't have
Yes,
a
it
well-defined nucleus.
yes, you are right. Here there is no nucleus. I am wondering, it's a cell, but there is no nucleus. And what is this blue color thread? What is this?
Ma'am, chromatin.
It is just like chromatin, but here we will not use the word chromatin. No, chromatin is the word which is used for the higher cell. So this is a little lower cell. We will not use the word chromatin. Instead, we will use the word nucleoid. This is a bacterial cell, okay, bacteria. And here I can see there is no nuclear membrane, and nucleolus is also absent, no nuclear membrane, and that the DNA or RNA, whatever is there, that is just present in the cytoplasm. So such kind of undefined nucleus is called nucleoid. It is undefined because it doesn't have nuclear membrane or the nucleolus. So it is called. So these cells are called prokaryotes. Okay, these cells are called prokaryote. Pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus. Now, organisms with cell lack a nuclear membrane are called prokaryotes. So such kind of organism where the cell has this kind of nucleoid, they are called prokaryote, primitive nucleus. Now you tell me, here is one bacteria and another unicellular cell is amoeba. Between these two organisms, which one is primitive?
Ma'am, bacteria.
Bacteria. Primitive means ancient, very old. So if you see the history of evolution, bacteria has evolved before than amoeba. So bacteria is the ancestor, you know. So it is our ancestor also because it is very senior. So now in the now let us talk about the prokaryotic cell. The cell which has nucleoid. So it is another picture of bacteria. These bacteria are very small in size, 1 to 10 micrometer. And this is a new symbol, isn't it? Micro. It is called mu. Mu meter. So micrometer or the mu meter, it is 10 to power minus 10 meter, which is very small unit. So it is very small in size, very small than our cell. And here the proper nucleus is not present. Proper nucleus means nuclear membrane is not there, nucleolus is not there. But they contain some kind of DNA molecule which is scattered, DNA or RNA molecule which will be scattered in the cytoplasm, and that scattered DNA is called nucleoid. And they don't have any cell organelle. You cannot see mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasm. They don't have these well-defined cell organelles. And we can say that there is only one chromosome, just one chromosome. What are the example of prokaryotic cell? Our my dear bacteria and blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria, blue-green algae is also called cyanobacteria. Okay, So that's the example of prokaryotic cell. Let us compare prokaryotic cell with our cell. This is my cell. This is your cell. So this is an animal cell. Now, animal cell with the bacterial cell. Animal cell is much larger. On the other day, we have seen one hen's egg. No, you have seen hen's egg is so huge. But our all cells in our body is not that huge. Most of the cell in our body we have to see with the microscope. But cells are larger. Eukaryotic cells are larger than the bacterial cell. Here the organized nucleus is present. So I can see here proper nucleus which has the nuclear membrane, nucleolus. So it is a very well defined, very good nucleus. And here I can see many membrane bound organelles. So this is the endoplasmic reticulum. This is the Golgi body. This is the mitochondria. Alright, so many cell organelles are present, membrane bound. And if you see inside the nucleus, so many chromosomes are there. If it is my cell, then I can see 46 chromosomes in that. If it is chimpanzee's cell, then I would see 48 chromosomes. So many chromosomes are there. So which all organisms have these eukaryotic cell? Plants, animals and fungi. Okay. Now let us see the comparative study of prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cells. Very small prokaryotic cells are, but eukaryotic cells are larger, 5 to 100 micrometer. Now here organized nucleus is absent in prokaryote, means that the nuclear membrane, nucleolus, that kind of nucleus is not there. But in eukaryotes, like in our cell, we have very organized nucleus. Here, prokaryotic cell will not have nuclear membrane or nucleolus, but eukaryotic cell will have proper nuclear membrane and nucleolus. One DNA molecule, but we have many DNA molecule. And prokaryotic cell does not have any cell organelle, but eukaryotic cell has cell organelle, membrane bound cell organelle like the mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast. This all will be there in the eukaryotic cell. Example of prokaryotic cells are bacteria, cyanobacteria and mycoplasma. An example of eukaryotic cells are plant cell, animal cell and fungi. Okay, now whose cell is this?
An animal cell.
It is the animal cell. Is it our cell?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So my dear animal, this is our cell. And it has all the cellular organelle and proper nucleus. Proper nucleus means membrane bound nucleus containing nucleolus.
Animals, that is also correct.
So this is the cell of, this cell is called eukaryote because it has a proper nucleus and a lot of cell organelle. So this is a eukaryotic cell. Okay, now I'm going to ask you some question. Genetic material of the cell is found in nucleus, mitochondria, leucoplast or cytoplasm.
Nucleus.
Nucleus, that was a easy question. So genetic material of the cell is found in the nucleus. This is a huge nucleus in the picture. Question number 2. Gas lacks a nuclear membrane. Bacteria, ovum, kidney cell or yeast. Bacteria, yes, bacteria doesn't have a nuclear membrane. Bacteria is a prokaryote. Now you tell me, what are chromosomes made up of?
DNA.
DNA and one more.
Protein.
Protein, yes. I was talking about the DNA and protein. So now let us see that this is the DNA. This is the DNA double helical structure. And in between the double helical structure, these protein molecules are present. Okay, protein molecules are present inside the loop of DNA double helix. Okay, so in this way they are packed. Which of these are not true about prokaryote? Not true. Not true means false. What is the meaning of not true? False. A can be unicellular or okay, prokaryotes. Prokaryote can be unicellular or multicellular.
Develop organelles are absent.
Okay, first you tell me prokaryote. Which one is false?
Ma'am,
And the
A.
B,
Oh, wait.
option B.
No, that's true. That's
Ma'am, answer is A, ma'am. Like, can be nuclear. Ma'am, it can only be unicellular.
Yeah. You know, bacteria, all the bacteria will be unicellular. I have never seen any bacteria which is multicellular, but we have seen, okay, but you know, in eukaryote, unicellular and multicellular can be there. We are multicellular eukaryote. Amoeba is unicellular eukaryote. So, but prokaryotes are always unicellular. Now, here we can see two kind of cell, plant cell and animal cell. What they are, prokaryote or eukaryote?
Ma'am, eukaryotes.
Eukaryote. Can you draw these two diagrams in your notebook? Plant cell, animal cell and the bacterial cell or the prokaryotic cell that is there in your book. You have to draw the diagram. And look here.
We have to draw it right now.
No, later on, we don't have time. So in your notebook, you will draw the diagram. These diagrams are given in your book. Okay, now let us see. We have studied about the plant cell and animal cell in junior classes.
Which picture can we refer to, like drawing the
In your book, it
prokaryote
is there. In your book, it is given.
textbook? Okay.
Textbook. Now, plant cell, if you see under the microscope, they are large, like the onion peel cell. But the animal
plant cells
cell
do not have centrosomes, right?
Yes, but the cell size is smaller in animal cell. Cell-shaped plants are rectangular or some kind of geometrical shape, and that shape is provided by cell wall. But in animal cell, it is oval, generally oval in shape. Generally, vacuole in plant cell in the mature cell is very big. A big vacuole, one or two big vacuole will be there. But in animal cell, many vacuoles will be there, but they will be of very small size. Plant cell will have a rigid cell wall made up of cellulose, but animal cell will have cell wall will be absent in animal cell. Plant cell will have chloroplast, but animal cell will not have chloroplast. These are some of the differences. Can you tell me some other differences which I have not written?
Ma'am, plant cells don't have centrosomes. Animal cells have
Animal cell have centrosome. Centrosome is a structure which helps animal cell to do the cell division. That is absent in plant cell. So at least 3 differences, 4 differences you should learn whenever differences are coming. So in the next class we'll study about cytoplasm, and your homework is you have to draw the diagram of plant cell
Prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells.
yes, prokaryotic cell, eukaryotic cell, and in the eukaryotic cell you have to draw plant cell and animal cell both.